September 9th is a special day across Major League Baseball when we celebrate the life and career of the great Roberto Clemente. Al Leiter is here, and Al, you're a winner of the Clemente Award for your work both on and off the field. What did winning that award mean to you?
It's the best baseball award I ever got. As an individual, I was lucky enough to have been on some world championship teams, but I wasn't good enough to win a Cy Young. And I just think it represents what Roberto Clemente was and who he was as a person. And we're more than just baseball players. I always felt that way, especially as a starting pitcher. I know I had some latitude to be able to do some community service things for the club and in the community and, just to help out. And I always thought that when you have a chance to help others anytime, when it wasn't a distraction with the guys that are playing or when your game days are, it's something that I'll never forget. And I think well deserving. I'm glad baseball is doing this with respect to honoring Roberto Clemente.
That's well said, Al. Thanks.
And welcome back to tonight's MLB pregame show as we ramp up to the first pitch this evening. Should be a good one. And as we prepare you for it, we present our Topps Player Spotlight. Fernando Tatis comes into this one with hits in each of his last 10 games. What do you think is contributing to his recent success, and what do you think about his chances of extending his streak in this one?
Yeah, Matty, consistent hitting mechanics, a great eye, feel for the barrel right there, Matty V. I actually think it's going to continue. This guy looks so calm in the box, I don't see that he doesn't get a knock today.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next. Friday Night Baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
And now, welcome your
Angels
Los
baseball
Angeles
comes your
Angels.
way next. Sandy Alcantara, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. In to score, the runner from third.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Ready now is Victor Robles, and Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of one, though.
Stepping in next, Marcos Brito. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Still only 1 out in the inning. This one's down to third. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Next up is Nolan Oliger. Another first-inning RBI opportunity for him here. Tatis at second with 2 down.
Here we go, baby. Find a good pitch.
Soft grounder left side. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Deshaun Knowles, was an 0-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's ball game. The windup and the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. And there's out number 2. Now at the plate, here is Fernando Tatis. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there, 1-1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million.
Now at the plate, Fernando Tatis, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And that is off the wall. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
2 out, runner in scoring position at second, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. Pulls this one in the air out to left.
Go home, go home, go home, go home.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. Stepping in once again is Fernando Tatis, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Tatis.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back. First pitch on its way.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
The 1-0.
That's a ball.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2-0 count, the pitch, and he fouls this one off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And he just manages to get his hand in. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, number 17 for him on the season, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing.
Making his way to the plate once again, Fernando Tatis, and he needs just a triple for the cycle, so let's see if he can put one in the gap. Here's the pitch. Swing and a flare down the line, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
So now to the plate, Victor Robles, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
The second baseman.
Up next, Marcos Brito. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
They get a good one.
The 0-1. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 1 run here on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. No errors and no one left. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
9-1 is the way this one ends. The A's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jim Flanagan notches his 3rd win of the year. Just off the Orange Freeway, we're here live from Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, a matchup out of the American League Western Division between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Patrick Sandoval gets the starting nod for the Halos. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
Turn, find the ball, make the turn.
Way to stay with that.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make him fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
He's got to hurry. The second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. They make it look easy, don't they? Around the horn for the double play to end the inning. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Ready now for L.A., Jake Shiner. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Deatheridge, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So now here is Jeremiah Jackson. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games.
Jeremiah Jackson.
Hey, you got 1 here. You got 1.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. And that's the second out. Digging in will be Fernando Tatis. He singled in his first AB.
Fernando.
Come on, Chief. 1 time. Here we go. Come on, sitting on something here.
He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
I can tell you from experience, bases low.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Alonso.
Hey, ready for that ground ball right here.
Now the 0-1. On the ground is short. This could be two. Reined in. There's one. On to first, a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Into the box, Fernando Tatis. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And now, Fernando Tatis. And a tough task for him here as he matches up against one of the truly elite relievers in the sport. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Now it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Still tied 1 apiece. And stepping in, Matt Vierling. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Bare-handed for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Like clockwork, a 4-6-3 double play to end the threat. More from Anaheim right after this.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured.
Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Angels baseball, and it starts right now. Touki Toussaint will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had one of those difficult years. He's already lost 15 games on the year. You can look at that one way or another. He's pitching good enough that they keep him in the rotation, but he's also pitching poorly that he can't seem to come out on the right side. But I will say this, he's a better pitcher than a guy that's lost 15 games on the year so far.
And now the first pitch. Fernando Tatis is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Up with it, Contreras. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the first-year shortstop, Fernando Tatis.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball one. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things...
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Center fielder going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. In now for the Angels, Edwin Yan worked a walk his first time up.
The left fielder, Edwin.
Here comes the 1-2.
Young.
Hard on the ground towards short. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time, one away. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Fernando Tatis, flew out last time up.
Tatis.
Now here's the first offering. Down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
1-1 the count. Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Pena, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go! And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a two-run homer down the line in left. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
Fernando Tatis stride in one more time as we flash you back to earlier. This was a big blow right here as he leaves the yard with plenty to spare. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this one is gone. A home run. So a two-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Fernando Tatis gets another chance at the plate here as we look back at both of his home runs in this one. The second coming back in the 7th. First pitch on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Deatheridge is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now to the plate, Irving Lopez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves. And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. And he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. Oakland took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Resli Linares wins his team.